Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of October 24th through the 30th. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs. And I am switching it up this week. I'm using a couple of different decks. I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck along with the Magical Times Empowerment cards. And this is a beautiful deck. I highly suggest this deck. It is by Jody Bergma. I do hope I'm saying that right. All right. All right, Sag, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is a nice lighter energy. You could be celebrating something this week, Sag. We are approaching Halloween, so this could be for some Sages, you maybe going to a Halloween party or getting out and about, socializing. This does represent friendship for me, so for some Sages, you could be spending more time with friends or family this week. Let's see. Because the overall energy, Sag, is the Two of Pentacles, this could be you juggling. This could be you trying to maybe, you know, devote time to your career, but then also trying to find time for friends, juggling, handling multiple things at once with the Two of Pentacles here. Trying to find the balance, trying to find the time for everyone and everything within your life. But the Two of Pentacles can also represent a decision. So for some Sages, because the Two of Pentacles is the overall energy, you certainly could be weighing your options or trying to make a decision this week, weighing the pros and cons of something. And we are starting out with the Tower. So for some Sages, you could be moving because the Tower can certainly represent a home or a building. So there could be some sort of building that is significant here. And with the Eight of Cups, which is all about forward movement, for some Sages, you could be maybe deciding whether or not you want to move to a new home. For some Sages, you might be moving in with a friend because we have that Three of Cups here. You could be contemplating or making the decision to maybe move in with a friend for some Sages. But the Tower is a very, very significant change. This is something big happening within your life that's going to affect many other areas of your life. But ultimately, I see it being very positive for you because whatever this Tower energy is for you, Sag, this could be something happening suddenly with the energy of the Tower. This could be something happening suddenly. But whatever this is happening here, it's allowing you to move forward. For some of you, you're physically moving forward or traveling. And then for some other Sages, this is you emotionally moving forward, maybe leaving someone or something behind that's emotionally no longer serving you. And for some of you, this certainly can be a marriage or a relationship, because I do have the Hierophant here, but then I also have the Hanged Man. So for some Sages, I do feel like you are hanging in limbo. You are waiting. You're waiting on maybe information or even a decision from your partner. For some Sages, this is you feeling in limbo when it comes to your marriage. Now, something could have happened with the Tower. For some of you, and this is only a select number of Sages, there could be like a three-party situation with that Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With this Tower energy, for some Sages, you could have found something out quite suddenly. Something could have happened. And if that's the case, for some of you, I don't see something just ending. I think that for some of you, something could have happened. Maybe something came out into the open, but I don't see all of you, if you're relating to it, these energies that way, I don't see you necessarily breaking up. I see you actually waiting with the Hanged Man here. I see some of you hanging in limbo and waiting, not charging forward, not rushing in to make any rush or quick decisions. I see you with the Two of Pentacles actually going back and forth, weighing your options, trying to make a decision. For some of you, this Hanged Man energy is voluntary. You're taking yourself out of the situation. You're taking a step back and you're just looking at the larger picture. And I think that you're trying to decide whether or not you want to maybe stay in this marriage or stay in this relationship. But the Hanged Man also represents that fresh perspective, that enlightenment. And I think that some of you, with the energy of the Tower and then the Hanged Man here, I think that something is coming to light. It could be like a revelation. Something coming to light. For some Sages, this is you having some sort of awakening, and that awakening is now actually allowing you to move forward. And I see many of you, this is you moving in a very positive direction. I think that for some Sages, you quite possibly could be leaving behind maybe an unhealthy marriage or something that just literally wasn't serving you any longer. And with the Hierophant here, you need to have faith. You need to have faith. You need to keep the faith, and you just need to focus on the future. With the Hierophant and the Eight of Cups here diagonal, this is you having this awakening, but then moving forward. For some Sages, you're focusing on the future and you're moving forward. And then we do have Justice here. So unfortunately, some Sages, you might be getting a divorce, but I think that you're moving in the right direction. Because I do feel for some Sages, you're moving away from someone or something that's just not good for you any longer. So Justice is you making that decision, or for some Sages, you could be signing something legal. This could be you making the decision, or having that awakening, and now you're maybe making the decision to get a divorce. And if you're relating to these energies in that way, I just want you to focus on the future and try to remain positive, because we have this Nine of Swords energy here, which can be for some Sages you losing sleep, or very much in the mind, fearing the worst, dealing with some stress, some worries, some anxiety. But everything is going to be okay. I don't have the Death card here, but I'm really sensing that death energy, which death is great change and transformation. And whatever you're leaving, whatever is ending for some Sages, you're moving on to something new, and it's going to be something beautiful. You need to keep the faith. We have this Ace of Cups that's coming in, and this is a blessing from the heavens, a beautiful new beginning. So it's almost like for some of you, it's like the universe rewarding you for leaving something behind that was no longer serving you and perhaps not built on a strong enough foundation. Something ending so something else can begin, and it's almost like a beautiful blessing coming in and being given to you as a reward for some Sages for leaving something behind that's no longer serving you. And this is beautiful, a beautiful blessing coming in that's going to fulfill you on an emotional level, something that's exciting and something that's going to make you just incredibly happy. Now for some Sages, this is going to be on a professional level. This is on the financial front because we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So for some Sages, this can certainly be a new job. You landing a new job with Justice here. You're signing that contract, or you're maybe receiving that decision from that company, because the Hierophant is also can represent the large company that you work for or that you're going to be working for those Sages that are landing a new job. This is you landing that new position, landing that new job. So this is really, really positive. And financially, things are going to balance out for you. If you've been, you know, struggling financially, I actually see things balancing out for you. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is a worker energy. I see you very, very focused upon your work, devoting a lot of time and energy to your work, and then you being rewarded for that hard work. So this is a lot of financial success coming your way, Sag. You need to keep the faith. And some Sages, this is maybe you moving up within the company that you work for, and that could be another reason why we have the Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Maybe some Sages, you're going out, you're celebrating maybe this raise or this promotion. You're celebrating this Ace of Cups. And for some Sages, with Justice here, this can be that karmic justice. Maybe something was done to you unfairly, and this certainly can be karmic justice coming in. You need to keep the faith. For some Sages, I feel like you need to take a break. And while you're taking a break, you need to focus on your future. Make sure that you're getting enough sleep. I think that friends and your friendships, your relationships are going to be very important at this time. So for some Sages, your friends can be a huge support to you this week, absolutely. So definitely, you know, definitely rely on your friends. Financially, I think it's going to be a great week for you. Emotionally, I see it being a great week for you because I see you moving forward. So yes, we have, for some of you, maybe something happening suddenly, a revelation that's taking place, that's happening. But I still see you moving forward, and I think it's the best thing for you, Sag. And then we have this beautiful blessing that's coming in. This is lovely. All right, so this is really what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on the future, and I want you to focus on this beautiful Ace of Cups, Sag. Let me pull you an additional guidance card. Additional guidance for Sagittarius for this upcoming week. Now, for some of you, there could be something else going on. Maybe it's something legal. There could be something involving very important documents or paperwork on a home. There could be like a family situation or something to do with a home. You might be waiting on important documents. I do feel like that's definitely coming through. For some of you, it could be this week. It might be next week. You just need to keep the faith, but that's definitely going to happen. Those contracts are coming your way. Justice is a yes answer. Just, you know, try to remain positive. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. That's definitely coming in for many of you if you've been waiting on documents or, you know, like a legal decision. Oh, well, look at this. So this card just flipped out, and this is for my Magical Times Empowerment Oracle cards. This is partnership. Partnership. Learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. So this is all about partnership and working together. And I do think that for some of you, for those Sages that maybe a marriage or maybe a very serious relationship, a committed relationship that you've been in for many years for some Sages is maybe coming to an end. But I do see the potential for a new partnership to form. So for some Sages, you're getting out of a relationship, a long-term relationship, but I do see the potential for new love coming in for some Sages, and that's where you need to put your focus. And then for some other Sages, learn to grow with others. So this is very much a learning experience for you, Sag, and you're going to grow and you're going to become a lot stronger because of this. Learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together. Definitely relying upon your friends and your family. Okay, Sag? So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.